They should took it to 10.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, now, flex 80.
52. I hope you got the rest, and I'm going to take you through.
Boston Scott, his first carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short game.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready. Hey, lock it.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Set, ready. 18 Gator.
Here we go.
Ready.
2nd and 13. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Kill.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Got to run it in. They did it.
fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
2nd and 9 at the Bengals 17-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Roethlisberger, and he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Bengals 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, come on now, come on now.
Hey, Delta.
2nd and 4. He's going to air it out deep for Green. They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hard. Leo.
Now Joe Mixon, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready? Ken Lobo.
Get him.
Defense.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
5. 2.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Scott. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They come out here in the I. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to air it out deep for Green. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh 1st. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Scott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Like 80. Check 52. Come on.
77.
Like 52. Check pass.
Now on 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger. It's caught by Moncrief. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go, here we go. Block 80! 8! Block it.
Ben to throw again. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Bengals 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, team 6.
Mark 18. 18's the mic.
They'll set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get the ball.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Spins past him. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mixon with it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Once again, they run with Mixon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And some room to work. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boston Scott. 98 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He don't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now back to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because...
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's going to be a long snap.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, echo. Ready?
Back to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
18's the mic. Hey, let's get this, get this. Mike 18, Mike 18. Here we go, here we go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. How about Ben Roethlisberger, his 5th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Let's get it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And Eifert has it. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Steelers' 6-yard line.
Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. I'm not ready. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. All right.
2nd and 6. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Touchdown, Bengals. Randy Bullock lining up for the
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 52, come on.
Now Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going deep for Moncrief. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Go!
55's Mike.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Charlie!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Green brings it in. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Bravo!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Roethlisberger will throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 6 yards away. Then the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 52, Bengals 34. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Cincinnati. 56 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 39. Bullock's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go again with Scott. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Big series right here. We got to step up.
He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Switch.
Hey, Zoo.
48.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Nice pick.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy,